Okay. What's happening, everybody? So I just got home from the gym, that's why I look like this. Every time I'm done with the gym, I kind of hang out for a little bit and I go through my messages, respond to some people that are messaging me. And I got another one, and I get this one a lot. So I felt like it needed to be touched on. Ooh, touched on. It sounds dirty. So I felt like it needed to be talked about. So the messages, and this message in particular, and they all kind of go something like, hey man, I make it 3 days and then I mess up. Or hey man, I just made it 2 weeks, but then I just fall off and I quit and I stop and I can't keep going. I always quit. I always seem to stop. I always seem to not be able to just keep going. And they want to know, how do I keep going? How do I keep doing it day after day, week after week, month after month? And you know, it's a simple question. What do you want tomorrow? Not what do you want right now, but what do you want tomorrow, or the next week, the next month, the next year? You know, when I was in school, and like I've said before, I graduated in psychology, and there's a lesson that we went over, and it talks about a later, larger reward compared to a smaller, sooner reward. So the larger, later reward could be something as big as losing hundreds of pounds and changing your life, while the smaller, sooner reward could be something as small as a Snickers bar. So you ask yourself, when you want to mess up and when you want to binge, or when you want to just eat something because you're hungry and you're tired of this and you're worn out, or you don't want to go to the gym, you just want to stay home and watch Netflix and eat some cookies, which sounds pretty awesome, but what do you want tomorrow? Do you want to wake up happy and glad that you didn't mess up and happy that you went to the gym and killed it? Or do you want to wake up filled with regret? You know, you have to ask yourself this question every time that you want to screw up. Every time that you just don't feel like doing what's going to help benefit your goals, you continuously have to ask yourself the question, what do I want tomorrow? Because if we always just indulge on what we want at the time, we're never going to make it that far. Because the sooner, smaller reward at the time is much more enticing than something that's way down the line. You got to keep in mind that big in-game goal. Sure, you got to keep in mind, what do you want a year from now? But when you're trying to think of all that time that's going to pass, it's going to be a lot harder. So what do you want tomorrow? I hope this video helped you guys out, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up and share it and subscribbles and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And we still talking about what we want right now. I got some ice cream that I could go and eat, but I ain't going to.